It's really not necessarily a rule. This goes to the saying. This for me is right in there with an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Keep your money safe in retirement. That's a common thought for many people who come into our office. And so you're taking that rule of 100 and saying only be 40% in equities by the time you're 60. And if you're retiring at 60, some people may say, I don't want anything in anything. Right? I just want a cash reserve so that I don't lose money. Well, that's taking one risk off the table. You're taking market risk off the table, but you are assuming a few more.
Scott, when you actually understand the dynamic of how the stock market works and what have you, you have about a 70% chance of making money in any 1 year and about a 30% chance of losing money in any one given year. You stretch that out to about 10 years and you've got about a 90% chance of gaining money and about a 10% chance of losing money. You go out 15 years and you basically have a 100% chance based on history of how the markets have performed. You've got about a 100% chance of making money. You go out 20 years and your average rate of return is somewhere, worst case scenario, somewhere around 6%. And if you go out 25 years, that average rate of return, worst case scenario, is about 8%. And so you have to stack all the cards in your favor. If you're going to use equity money, use it for that long-term purpose. Understand that you don't need to invest money that you're going to need in the next, say, 10 years or so into equities, because that's just not the place for it. Now, that says that the 10-year money can be 10-year and beyond money can be invested in equities, but you should keep safe some of the money that you're going to need within that first 10 years of retirement or the next 10 years of retirement. And so it is a very dynamic asset allocation that's changing all the time. One of the things that we do is we will harvest gains out of an equity portfolio and put them in fixed income instruments and things that are not going to lose money, so that you can bank that money, if you will, quote unquote, bank the money and be able to use it. Because the thing you don't want to do in retirement is allow the market to take away some profit that you achieved in a good market.
Well, and I think that you've dealt with something that is really important, is purpose. If your investments have a purpose and you have that plan that you know how each piece works, you're more likely to just stick with it. I mean, how many times have you seen someone capture losses simply because they didn't stick to their strategy? I mean, how many people last year sold in March or April and missed the run-up right afterwards because they didn't have a purpose to that investment, and they chickened out because they didn't know what it was supposed to do, and they were having an emotional moment.